Answer me this question. Have you ever overwritten a file that you were working on? Yeah, you have. Have you ever lost a file? Oh, most definitely. Have you ever lost the most recent version of a file or wanted to go back to a previous version because that one had the secret sauce and this one doesn't? Yeah, you probably have. If you're guilty of any of these design sins like I'm guilty of them, then Abstract might be a great solution for you. Abstract is a design workflow management system that allows you to collaborate, manage, and version projects built in Sketch. In today's video, I'm going to introduce you to Abstract, some of the benefits and perks of using it in your workflow, and get you set up. Let's do it. Okay, so the plan for the day is just to show you a little bit about Abstract, answer some basic questions that most people have, download it, get it set up, and then just get the very initial kind of stuff happening. There's gonna be follow-on videos where we talk about workflow and branches and merging and committing and all the stuff you need to know. But for now, you can find out a ton of information at abstract.com, and that's exactly where we are. If you want to know what Abstract's all about, it says it right here. It's a modern design workflow. It's all your sketch files in one place, version control for your sketch files, and no more conflicted copies. I don't even know what else to say besides that. It's just amazing. Once you are here, you can download a free 30-day trial, and then you can sign in, which I've already done. And once you are there, you are inside the Abstract web application. It's kind of encouraging you to do two things. Number one, create an organization, and number two, download the Abstract for Mac OS application, which I've already done. So why don't we kick over to the Abstract application, and this is it. It looks pretty much like the web application, but you need the native app if you're going to be designing with Abstract. So now that we are in the Abstract application and I go to the top, you can see that we are currently inside of my personal projects. But if we want to create one of those nifty organizations, all we have to do is tap right here. Think of organizations like an organization. I don't even know how else to say it. So this might be the 3 or 5 or 10 designers that are at your job. They all want to be part of this one organization. This might be a design agency and the few designers that are in that agency. An organization is pretty much an organization. So we're going to create a new one. We're going to call it Design Co. Now that we are inside of our Design Co organization, it's really asking us to do one specific thing, and that is to create a project. You can see projects here. You can create projects here. Projects can really be thought about like individual projects. So you can see here an example of a design system or maybe an iOS application. Let's say you work for a company and they have a web application, an iOS, and an Android application. It might be 3 different projects for those 3 different areas of work. Inside of those, sure, there's gonna be lots of files that go into a web application. There's gonna be lots of different screens and flows, but those all live under that one kind of house of projects. So that's how we kind of think of projects in Abstract, and we're going to create our very first project right now. So we're going to create a project called Web App, and we're going to create that project. Now we're even deeper. We're not only in our Design Co organization, but we're also in our Web App project. If I click back out, you can see I have my Web App project, and I could have multiple projects here, and I can favorite them, archive them, organize them, all that kind of good stuff. So the next thing I want to do is I want to look at a project and understand what's inside of a project and how you operate inside of a project. And so to do that, the first thing I'm going to do is we can import a sketch file or create a sketch file from scratch. I'm going to import one by dragging it in and releasing. And now we have our login screen inside of our web application project. So I'm just gonna go ahead and don't show me that again, I understand. Immediately after importing that file, we were kicked over to the master tab. We can go back to the overview and just kind of see some general stuff that's happening here. But in our master tab, that's where a lot of the magic happens. The master is really the place where you're gonna find your single source of truth. And what that really means in Abstract is the most current, the latest version, the production ready files. These are the files that you should be ready to hand off to engineers. You should be ready to hand off to developers, that should be ready to ship and go out the door. Everything else before that is an idea, it's a concept, but your master is what should be live out there on the web or out in the world. You can see currently inside of our master tab, we have an overview, we have a record of all of our commits, and we have a record of all the files, and I do say files plural, that are inside of our master. Think of it like a tree that goes up. There's multiple things that can go inside of this main trunk of the tree. It can be multiple files. This might be our login screens, our homepage screens, our checkout e-commerce screens, everything that goes into the web application. They're all going to have individual files here. We could make a new file. We can add a file and create it from thin air. So we can call this the homepage file, and it's going to create that new file inside of our master of our web application project. We can create another file. We can call this design system, and we can make sure that that is the file we're going to use as a library. Now you can see our project web application has a single source of truth that consists of 3 files, one of them being a library that will be applied to everything else that we use. Pretty cool. Inside of each file, if I twirl it open, we can see that this file has 1 page inside of the sketch file, and inside of that page it has 1 artboard, and I can click on each individual artboard to get greater detail about that individual kind of design. That leads me to the second big thing to kind of understand about abstract, that it's a very collaborative kind of way to do design inside of a team. If we go back into our file and click on the individual design, we can leave comments here, we can share it, we can even annotate certain things on the screen. The next great thing about collaborating inside of Abstract is that you're not going to overwrite anybody else's work. Everybody's going to be working off this single source of truth. How do we do that? We're going to do that with branches. We're going to do that with comments. We're going to do that with statuses by saying, hey, I'm currently working on this. Don't comment on it yet. Hey, now you can comment and give me feedback, and now it's ready for review, and somebody can say yes or no and go back in and change it. And all of that is happening somewhere else besides the master files. And then when we're ready, when we talk about branches later, we're going to merge things back into the main branch, and it's like nobody's workflow got messed up. We're gonna do a whole nother video about branches and workflows, but I figured I would show you the very bare bone basics of creating a new branch. You can see we are inside of our master tab, and if we wanted to maybe change the layout that we weren't too fond of, we can create a new branch and we can change the layout. We'll do layout changes, okay? We're gonna create that branch, and it's gonna create this brand new branch down here where now I have the same files that I had in my master. Pulled everything down. It made copies of everything from that single source of truth, and it said go ahead and work on those and push them all back up and merge them in if you want to when you're ready. So now that we have our branch created, we can say that we're currently working on this. It's in progress, and we can open up that sketch file via Abstract, and now it's going to track all the changes. And you can tell because the moment we open it up, we have our Abstract plugin that's running down here saying you are in the web app project in the layout changes branch. And I'm going to make a change, and I'm going to press Command S. I'm going to save, and it's going to tell me that I'm now able to commit that change. And so I can just say moved the lockup up, and I'm going to commit that change. And when I head back, you can see that now I have that commit. Everything has been kind of like changed. We can go in and view those changes. Everything, this is all happening abstracted, no pun intended, from the main files, and then later on we can move them back in. Well, that's it. We've just barely scratched the surface on the topic of abstract and how it can be used in your design work and how it can benefit you and your team. If you're interested in abstract, then I encourage you to stay tuned because I got a couple more videos coming out covering not only the basic workflow of abstract, but my own personal tips and tricks, how I use it to really soup up my design work and make everything flow really, really easily. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I do lots of videos about design and development and walkthroughs just like this one, so stick around. If you have any questions about abstract, leave those down in the comments and check the description for some helpful links. I hope you guys are having an amazing week, designing amazing things, making amazing things, and taking control of your design work. I'll see you in the next one.